Free horse racing selections for Sunday, October 7th. Ashley Iveson and X27 passed in an able double in the Arc de Triomphe on Sunday. He previews all the action home and abroad. Enable looks very difficult to oppose as she goes in search of a second successive victory in the Qatar Prix de X27 Arc de Triomphe. John Gosden and X27 filly capped a stellar campaign with a stunning display in Europe and X27 premier middle distance prize at Chantilly a year ago. That triumph added to top-level wins in the English, Irish and Yorkshire Oaks, as well as the King George, ensuring she ended 2017 as the undoubted queen of the turf. It ranks as a huge disappointment that she has missed much of this season through injury, after owner-breeder Khalid Abdullah so sportingly kept her in training as a 4-year-old. However, that absence may turn out to be a blessing in disguise as far as her arc defense is concerned, as she at least returns to France a fresh horse, whereas plenty of her rivals may be battle-weary at the end of a long year. It was clear Enable had lost none of her brilliance when proving a different class to Crystal Ocean in the September Stakes at Kempton, and Gosden has had a month to ensure his filly is in peak condition for her return to the top table. There have been 7 previous duo winners of the Arc, and Enable will create her own piece of history if she can follow suit, as she will become the first horse to claim the prestigious contest at the newly redeveloped Paris Longchamp. Badash is also expected to successfully defend his Arc Day crown in the Prix de X27 There is little doubt that Charlie Hill's trained gelding is the best 5-furlong sprinter around when on his A-game. The son of Dark Angel blitzed his rivals in Paris 12 months ago, and it was a similar story on his penultimate outing at Goodwood. He failed to reproduce that performance in the Nunthorpe time out, but he also disappointed at York last season. While Badash perhaps just does not like the Knavesmire for whatever reason, it could also be that he is better with a bit of time between his races and he returns to France on the back of a decent break. If he is back to his best, the rest are surely playing for places. The first of 6 Group 1s on the card is the Prix Marcel Boussac, which can go the way of Ireland and Aidan O and X27 Brian in the shape of Pink Dogwood, while the Prix Jean-Luc Lagardier looks booked for Freddie Head and X27 unbeaten Colt Anador. Andre Faber seems sweet on Lady Frankel in the Prix de X27 Opera, and it is easy to see why, as his filly came home as well as anything to be third 12 months ago. The Prix de la Fort revolves around the head-trained Polly Dream. Her form stands up to the closest scrutiny. Domestically, Vanadux may have ultimately failed to reach the expected heights, but he can prove he is no back number just yet with victory in the NSPCC School Service Handicap Chase at Kelso. The 9-year-old looked a potential star during his younger days with Nicky Henderson, finishing third behind Vautrin the 2014 Supreme before going on to strike Grade 2 gold as a novice chaser. However, his progress somewhat arrested after that, and he was moved on from 7 Barrows in May 2017, joining David Pipe and X27 team for a princely sum of £125,000. Vanadux was understandably kept among the higher ranks last term, but a luckless period saw his rating tumble from a starting point of 158 to the 135 he lined up off at Perth last month. Third on that occasion over 3 miles, the combination of the longest distance he had contested under rules combined with a 4-month absence perhaps told at the finish, but it was nevertheless an encouraging effort. Dropped a further 1 pound by the handicapper, a mark of 134 back over this 2-mile 1-furlong trip makes Vanadux a very attractive proposition, with the ground also said to be in his favor. Rocky and X27 treasure can make a perfect start to his career over fences in the Libre Novices and X27 Chase. The 7-year-old was a point-to-point winner back in 2016, going on to sell for £60,000 and join Kim Bailey, for whom he plied his trade admirably over hurdles, winning twice and placing at listed level. He lost his way a bit after that and only started to bounce back in the spring, with his work 4th in May representing a decent effort. It seems an opportune moment to raise his sights to fences now, and Rocky and X27 Treasure can meet the challenge. Lil Rockefeller is another who is switching disciplines, and it will be a bit disappointing if he is not right in the mix in Exeter and X27 Gordon Horner 85th birthday beginners and X27 Chase. Neil King and X27 runner was a multiple graded winner over hurdles and came within a whisker of top-level success a couple of seasons ago, notably in the World Hurdle at Cheltenham. He demonstrated his well-being, and served a reminder of his class, when absolutely romping home on the level at Goodwood back in August, coming home a comfortable 15-length victor. King reports Lil Rockefeller to have been schooling well at home, and while this is no penalty kick, the 7-year-old should be up to the task. Zamperli can pick up where he left off in May by winning the Marston and X27 Warsteiner handicap chase. He scored twice over fences earlier in the year, winning a modest handicap at Stratford in style before following up in a better contest at Market-Rasen. While he only prevailed by a length and a quarter in Lincolnshire, Zamperli was hardly all out in the finish and could still be ahead of the handicapper despite his £7 rise. It is an exciting day in Ireland, with Arctic Fire ready to roll back the years in the Horse and Jockey Hotel Hurdle at Tipperary. He is now in the care of Dennis Cullen after a successful stint with Willie Mullins, and the change of scenery has given him a new lease of life judged on his recent easy victory at Cork. Mullins himself can also be on the mark, with Doral's Piergiana 4-timer in the Joe Mack Novice Hurdle, while Camellia Ducat can graduate to Grade 3 glory in the Like a Butterfly Novice Chase. Burlong Champ, 1.20 Pink Dogwood, 1.55 Anador, 3.05 Enable, Nap, 3.50 Lady Frankel, 4.25 Bata Ash, 5.00 Polly Dream. Kelso, 2.20 Rocky and X27 Treasure, 2.50 Man Look, 3.25 Rock'n'Rolla, 3.55 I Right, 4.25 Vanitux, Nap, 4.55 Falcos, 5.25 Jack Lamb. Tipperary, 1.40 Edison, 2.10 Dreamwalker, 2.40 Chief Ironside, 3.15 Arctic Fire, 3.45 Doral's Piergy, 4.15 Manila Times, 4.45 Camellia Ducat, 5.15 Culham River. Exeter, 2.00 Never a Word, 2.30 Zamperli, 3.00 Foxtrot Juliet, 3.35 Vinegar Hill, 4.05 Lil Rockefeller, 4.35 Generation Gap, 5.05 Polished Rock. Double, Vanadux and Lil Rockefeller.